Hello, friends, and welcome to Coffee Time Talks, your one-stop channel for life enrichment. Today's topic that we're going to be discussing is how to love your job. So go grab that cup of coffee and let's sit down and talk about today's topic. In this episode, I would like to go over some tips that may assist you in liking your job just a little bit better. We all have days, or we all have that time in our life sometimes where we end up losing interest in the job that we once loved. So here are a few tips to get you back to that frequency of love and compassion so that you may enjoy your job. You may not want to do all of these tips, but you can follow some of them to see if they can help you in bringing back that frequency and bringing back that happiness that you once may have had in this job. So let's start with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is ask your manager or boss to see if you can have a different schedule. Go in and put in a request to change your schedule if you can. Sometimes in our jobs, it's the schedule that we don't like. Sometimes it's long hours that don't work out for us and don't meet our family needs or our needs. Sometimes it's shorter hours and longer days that don't meet our needs. So either way, you know yourself best. Try to come up with a schedule that best meets your needs and see if your employer is willing to work with you. My tip number 2 is to work 2 part-time jobs. Sometimes working 1 full-time job in the same environment can be quite a bit stressful. It can help if sometimes you can kind of drop down to 2 part-time jobs. Maybe do 1 job a few days a week and do another job a few days a week and divide up the hours. That's my tip number 2 for you guys. Tip number 3 is try to adjust your schedule or try to work around coworkers that inspire you. Try to work around those coworkers where you go in and you don't feel like you're working so that your day goes by a little bit smoother. We all know the coworkers that can bring us down, the coworkers we don't enjoy being around, and the coworkers that absolutely make us flourish in our workplace. So try to work around coworkers that you like, that you work well with. Tip number 4 is take a lunch break with a friend, yourself, to relax and rejuvenate. Use the break time that you have to fully invest it in you. Get away from the work environment. Get away from your problems. Go out to lunch with that coworker that you enjoy being around. Or go sit by yourself and enjoy your time to yourself to get away from the hecticness of your job. Tip number 4 would be to request and see if there's any assignments that your job may allow for you to do from home. Some jobs do have some assignments that you can work from home and complete and bring into the office or workplace. I know all jobs may not offer this, but it's worth a try to ask to see if there are any tasks or assignments you may be able to do from home so that you can eliminate that 1 or 2 days out of the week in the office. Tip number 6 is to switch to a different department if you can. Sometimes our values do not match up with the department that we work in. So sometimes just simply switching to a different department in our workplace helps us flourish and change our mood into a better one. Tip number 7 is to get up a little bit earlier before you go to work so you can give yourself time. Time to yourself so you don't feel so rushed. To have that cup of coffee, to enjoy yourself, to watch a nice TV show, or just to read a book, or just to relax and meditate before you go to work. That's my tip number 7. Tip number 8 is sometimes it's best to quit the job that we have and to find a new one that can sometimes meet our needs. When applying for a new job, don't try to go to another same environment. Make sure you try to see that the next job that you do find can in some way accommodate your needs so that you can flourish and provide for your family and go into the workplace with a loving environment. So those are my tips for you guys. I hope you can incorporate some of them to make your life at work a little bit more tolerable. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. We try to upload videos on different topics every week. So I hope this video helped, and if it did, I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.